Well, it's been a while since I've done legitimately anything else than either nerding out about math or Hypixel Skyblock. I'm still on Hypixel, but it's the SMPs. Who wants to see me beat the Ender Dragon? It's gonna take me bloody ages, especially since I am not used to playing normal Minecraft at all. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I already did a little bit of this like ages ago. Why do I still have this? Um, did a little bit of this SMP ages ago, back when Hypixel was doing an update, or Skyblock was getting updated. Um, also gonna switch this to this. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything movement based. Suppose I could do like that, so I can hot swap between that the way I normally hot swap stuff. Alright, I need to go get a sheep. Go absolutely slaughter a sheep. I feel like I am going so slow compared to how I normally go. Bloody hell, Hypixel Skyblock has gotten me incredibly disused to how slow normal gameplay is. Bloody hell. Well, it's fun. Where is the sheep? I need a bed. I need to get a bed. Fucking shit. Should have bloody known. Can I not die? Thank you. That was only mildly terrifying. I know how to play the game, I swear. Where is, like, legitimately everything? That is a parrot. Why is there a parrot down there? I know how to play this game, I swear. Oh, yeah. Another thing about the Hypixel SMP format is it starts you out with a stack of steak, which is nice. Actually, it may only start you out with half a stack. Why do I have a full stack? Oh, I'm gonna have to replace that at some point anyways. There's the sheep. Now I just need two more. I know how to aim. Pretty sure this is the update. Or no, that's a snapshot actually. I was gonna say cushions exist, yay, but no, that's just a snapshot. Where am I? Where's the sun actually? How close is it to setting? Probably, yeah, it's getting fairly close. Good thing I've got a bed now so that I can set spawn. Just where's my base? That's not my base. Where's what? Where am I? Ah, fuck, I'm lost. Look for chopped trees. Right, you know what? I'm gonna skip the night before looking for my bed. Or my base, that's what I meant to say. Not again. Not again. Okay. Gotta hate how I almost died again. Copper armor is really not as good as I thought it was. Where is my base? It can't be that hard to find. Like, what? Of course, I didn't actually pay attention to where like half of my stuff was. I didn't pay attention to my coordinates when I left, so I goofed a bit. I kind of suck at this game, so I'm not going to be beating the Ender Dragon anytime soon. But, oh, hello, buddy. Goodbye, buddy. Damn, imagine pulling an Al-Qaeda and not even killing the guy. Oh, fuck! Why do I suck at this game so much? I'm gone, actually. I'm just gonna let him burn. Oh yeah, I think I also disabled fire damage. I'm definitely playing by normal rules. Do not be disbelieving of me. Yeah, you know what? I didn't really even have any of, like, pretty much any stuff, so I don't really think it's all that crucial that I get back to my base specifically, because, like, I had, like, nothing. Like, I have what little copper I still had. Why is there just casually an apple on the ground, huh? What do you mean? Like, the only reason I'm using copper is because it's the first thing I found. If I had iron, I'd absolutely be doing iron instead. But, yeah. Definitely taking advantage of the fact that, I've got a free stack of, essentially, mid-game food. Wow, there are a lot of bamboo forests around this area. This isn't spawn. I think I flew myself over in creative mode to somewhere that I felt was interesting enough to start off with. I'm gonna be playing this mostly legit. Oh yeah, I don't have my mods on. Why did I turn off my mods? What am I doing? Eh. Alright. Yeah, I am going to... Honestly, I'm probably just gonna start finding a spot and... It's probably gonna be a mod. I don't really want to be near acacia trees. Acacia trees aren't the best to clear. That'd be a bad space to actually build a place, though. Yeah, right. I'm gonna make a couple chests. Oh, hey, I've still got doors. And I've got raw iron, so I can start working on potentially looking into, where the fuck did I get a flint and steel from? Alright. Maybe keep that on me. I don't want to lose everything if I end up happening to die. Where did I get... Oh yeah, I was patching up some stuff in the other base. I've got arrows despite not having a bow, nor crafting them. Alright, how's sun looking? Sun's alright. Go ahead and, chop down some oak, because instead of just digging into a hole, I think I might actually build a house. It is going to be definitely very good, and totally not, like, pre-1.14 villager house inspired. I'm good at this game, I think. Nah. I think it'd eventually be cool to, like, actually get myself properly kitted out and, like, dominate an SCP, I definitely said SCP there, that's crazy, an SMP, and just absolutely rule a world like a god. Definitely not a power trip coming over me at all, in the slightest. I'm not about to be some mad god. Me, I don't have the power to be a god. Is that another one? That's another one of the ones that I refuse to cut down. Is this enough wood? I don't know if this is enough wood. Oh yeah, I think I also have keep inventory enabled. Because, like, I don't want to lose my shit and then lose my shit, if that makes sense. Because I like not having my progress get reset. Actually, I can just check. Yep, it's on. I would not lose my inventory even if I died. I think I also have instant respawn enabled, so... I would have almost cried if I lost where my house was, just because I definitely chose a very wise place to place my uh, precursor to my home. I'm definitely wise. That is definitely what I wanted to do. Well, time to go chop more trees because of the fact that I'm dumb. Deforestation? You mean a capitalist's obligation? What? This is kind of setting, but I should have time. To chop, like, maybe one more. Definitely would rather be able to, like, exist and talk at a normal level, but everyone in my house is asleep right now, so I kind of got to keep it moderately quiet so I don't wake everybody. Alright, now I'm no builder, so Pardon the inevitability of how horrible this must end up looking. Um, can I do like stone bricks through here? Oh yeah, the spear exists now. Gotta love this. Definitely vanilla game chat. Alright, this should make it easier to clear out a bit of a space. I'm gonna have to replace the blocks under my bed one at a time, but other than that I should be fine. Just clearing the full space out here. And do I want to do just a straight up square? Did I actually make this like a square, or is it a rectangle? Okay, 7 wide. And 2, 4, 8 long. Okay, I think this will be fine. I'm going to be putting like a furnace here. Oh, it's not fine. It needs to be double wide so I can have a double door entrance. Alright. Now, I want to run a stone floor for the sound. A cobblestone floor works. But once I actually get to the, like, actual exterior here, I want to make it, like, actual, like, chiseled stone, I think would probably be a good choice. Because, like, the reason I'm doing it like this is because eventually I do want to replace I want to cover this in carpets. I'm gonna do this just for now because I don't have the resources at hand to make chiseled stone. I made it an 8x8. Oh my god. Okay, so this is going to look incredibly interesting, to say the least. Alright, I think I'm actually gonna have to go mining a bit. That's an... Ooh, iron. And probably a lot of mobs. Yeah, I'm not equipped to go down there right now. I'm gonna strip mine until I actually have better gear. I am gonna run copper for tools, because copper is unironically better than stone. And then there's some coal. A smelt. Oh, hey! Nice. Okay, I'll also grab the last of this here. I say the last of this and there's more. I'll just leave that, actually. Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit of saying like this. I expected myself to go further back. I'm still getting used to normal Minecraft move speed. obviously this space is eventually going to get filled with glass. I may want to do something specific with the glass. And also, I kind of want to have, like... Do path blocks look the same everywhere? I don't know. This is some weird generation. I've got, like, 2 caves immediately nearby. I wonder what the canon of me putting my house here, of all places, is. Don't mind me immediately world building in a world that I'm probably not even going to be touching again for months. Anyway, I gotta clear out this front space here, just so that I've got space. Does that look natural at all? Okay, kind of. I do eventually want to clear out and level, like, all of this, just to, get a nice view of the freaking savanna biome, because I definitely planned the biome of where I was gonna build my starter base definitely very well. Totally what I definitely did this wisely. Stone. I'm gonna do it like this, so that while I'm not gonna have like an attic or anything, I also don't need to light up said attic. Because nothing spawns here. Alright, I've got bamboo. I just don't have string. If I had string, I'd be making scaffolding right now. Which, also, I'm gonna cover this, actually. Well, actually, I'm gonna check if there's exposed ores that are early up enough that I can... Yeah, no, there's nothing I can take advantage of reasonably. I'm gonna cover this up real quick. That is absolutely gonna start spawning. Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Might be able to actually progress past copper. I think the first thing I'm going to make is a bucket, though. I'm going to stay looking up. No, Mr. Enderman, I am not trying to look at you. I just happened to look in your direction. My apologies. Thankfully, copper can mine iron. There's a lot of iron that's exposed. It's just on that level, because like there's a patch there, there's some down there, so eventually I'm gonna mine into this. I'm just gonna... How did this generation happen? Because I'm pretty sure this isn't normal generation. Oh, did I load chunks that weren't... how normal biome generation was. Shit. My bad. Either that or that pond generated in the step before the cave generated. Anything in there? Okay, it suddenly seemed like it got darker, and I was hoping it wasn't because it was getting nighttime. Might as well snag coal. I get a bad feeling about digging over that way. It's the fact that that water exists. I don't want to try and not leave any spawnables over here. And it's nighttime. Great. Okay, time to bum rush my house. Sleep. Hello, I would like to not die today, please and thank you. Oh hey, I only took one hit that time. Yeah, eventually I want to get down there and actually clear that out and light it up. Because, like, if I'm gonna, like, build like, a mob farm or something, I need to, either build it out over an ocean. Or, is that sugarcane? That is sugarcane. Hey! Oh, I just got seeds. Can start the Industrial Revolution. Yay, furnace. Gotta figure out what to put here. Maybe I could make it a chest that's exclusively foodstuffs. Because, I mean, for now, that's what it's gonna be cooking up, is just foodstuffs. Alright, 8 iron, that's enough for a chest plate, but I don't think I want to go for a chest plate just yet. I'm surviving passively with copper gear. I wanted to make a fence for that. I might actually unironically use stuff like a fence for, Alright, I'm gonna do that. It's like a sign of, yeah, eventually I do want to go in there, but I'm not equipped for it yet. I also kind of want to make this a little bit easier to traverse without, you know, dying half of the time. I wonder if me just, like, casually existing and kind of being moderately bad at the game is gonna even do well on YouTube. Because, like, who wants to watch a dumbass be dumb? Actually, a lot of people. Never mind. We're good. I'll be fine. Of how I said my goal was to defeat the Ender Dragon, and I'm doing, like, No progression. For the most part, I'm just kind of like messing around and barely existing. Yeah, I'm gonna need to light up that area down there if I want to do anything. Did I just watch a zombie despawn? That's crazy. 4K Ultra HD, that guy is gone. It's a good thing I'm crouching, but that means that... Hey, buddy. Please don't kill me. Thanks. Love the mechanics of water. Gotta be one of my favorite game mechanics. Oh, that must be... There must be lava down that way. Given the fact that I see light, but we're underground. I'm underground. I want to say we. I've got a following of exactly like 0 people. And it's not like I'm live either. No, that'd be a mistake. We're good. I do not want to die though. Okay. Enderman's still there? No. There's copper down there. Oh, there's a patch of iron. Oh, never mind. The Enderman definitely is still down there. There's actually 2 patches of iron that way. There's another one over there. There's so much iron down there if I was just willing to go get it, which I'm not. Okay, at this point I might want to do something like snag. Like, even if it's just 1 piece of iron armor. Just so it's a little bit better. Maybe even an iron axe, so I can actually kill things. Then go down there, and instead of offhanding my food, I'd offhand like that. Just so I can fight without worry. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off what's left of this, and then unironically, I think I might want to, for now, just do... Okay, before I overcraft, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so 2 crafts, 4 crafts, 6 crafts, 8 crafts. Never mind, I already had 1. I only needed 7 crafts. I'm be left with a full craft of these things left. I'm just gonna do that so I can at least get natural light without having to resort to torch spam. See, it's not awful. I am gonna do this because it's a little odd to have space like that. I'm gonna do that. Do I really even need this stuff? Probably not, but I'll hold on to it anyways. Yeah, I don't want my food supply running out eventually. So, Gonna look into probably getting like an animal farm set up. Because like while I do want to defeat the Ender Dragon, it's not a thing that's gonna happen in speedrunner pace. Currently doing this one over here. Of course I broke the one that had it. Okay, so okay, I'm actually gonna do. Where's my? There it is. So honestly, I'm mainly worried about the skeletons. The Endermen shouldn't be a problem as long as I don't look at them. Okay, and then I also kind of want to do some like this, so I don't accidentally like run off. There we go. I say as I almost accidentally end up doing something that could potentially lead me to run off. Anyways, I want to limit my chances of a mob spawning somewhere that I am going to be, so I'm going to put a torch there, because I think there might be low enough light levels there. I'm also gonna... that surprised me. Should have seen it coming, because of the fact that the durability was low, but... regardless... it's gonna be interesting to, get villagers. Probably gonna do curing to do that, which is going to be an incredibly interesting time. Unironically, a waterfall might be my best option. Or my worst. It could also be my worst. Because there's a lot of skeletons down there. And I would struggle with skeletons at this outfitting stage. We're good. I don't want swim mechanics. It would be nice if I didn't have to deal with swimming mechanics. Yeah, I want to identify all the places that have iron. Alright, I'm gonna do this so I don't worry about falling off, actually. Yeah, I figured. There's just a single block of water. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do a bit of... I'm going to create a network up here so that I can get a layout for the area without actually like being there. Like the fact that there's iron there. Huh. That looks like a path I would build. I would do Fulbright. Like, I would do my mod pack, but honestly, I'm getting used to the nostalgia of not having mods, not having Fulbright, and not having the risk of forgetting to place torches so that mobs don't spawn. It's probably nighttime, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I should have known. There's nothing in here, right? Yeah, no, we're good. Sleeping through the night. Yay. The hell are you? What? What? What is this? What? Huh? Ow. Oh no, yeah, that thing probably was something that I built. Oh yeah, that was that. Okay. Probably set some of that copper to smelt, actually. I need to create a more convenient path up here. Speaking of paths. Anyways, gonna do that. Bam, that'll do a full smelt of copper. Is it the wisest decision I've ever made? Probably not, because I'm probably gonna have a full iron kit by the time I need it. But by the time that's ever gonna get used, probably gonna be like half a stack of copper that just never gets used. But I might as well do it like this, you know? You know, it'd suck if a skeleton actually aggroed. Conveniently shaped pillar is convenient. And also would conveniently let a spider climb up to attack me if it wanted to. Do I not have any more dirt? Okay, I have one more dirt. I don't have any more than this though, so. Alright, I'm gonna go up and do some more clearing of that land up there. Which means I need to get a shovel again. And yeah, I need to make this more convenient because of the fact that I'm using it more. You know, there was one time where I beat the Ender Dragon with only 45 minutes of playtime, but that was also on a server that was running while I was away, so I was taking advantage of stuff like an absolutely huge field of wheat getting fully grown in the time I was gone. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more of terraforming out here, which means I'm probably gonna drop that tree. Gonna create a couple shovels. Use this to clear out like a good space around my home. My humble little abode here. Gotta love how I'm probably gonna just straight drop this unedited. This would be a lot easier with later game tools. But I'm gonna do it like this anyways. I am going to do a bit of covering here, just because of the fact that I don't want to accidentally fall in while I'm clearing out copious amounts of dirt. Also means I'm going to be tanking a bit of dirt, but let's say that's not reasonable. I'm probably honestly gonna full cover a good bit of this. I am gonna, like, actually fill here. I say as I miss one block. And then I'm probably gonna do something like... I'm gonna use, like, oak to create, like, support structures. Kind of give it the feel of, like, a layer of dirt being supported by wood instead of just mystic hanging dirt. Gonna want to eventually make a gunpowder farm. Now, when I say eventually there, that really is eventually, because the reason I want to do that is for firework rockets for an elytra that I will definitely have at some point. It's not like I'm gonna give up on this SMP, like, ever, right? I wouldn't do that. I mean, it is on a server that I actively play on, even if it's a different game mode that I normally play. Well, that's copper. Okay, cool. But yeah, it is on a server that I regularly play, so it's not like I'm just going to completely forget that this server exists. So as long as Skyblock keeps getting updated, this server is going to exist in my mind. I'm gonna need to create a double chest just for dirt. Wouldn't be surprised. I know how to craft things. I just accidentally moved my mouse cursor too far to the left. So it turns out I might be through with that stack of copper a little bit sooner than I thought. So I'm going to be using it all on shovels. Now that I think about it, what time is it? Okay. It is a time of day. It's more time of night, but regardless. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this for a moment, if I can figure out how the fuck to pause. I suppose I'll just have to splice in another recording. So it turns out the thing that was going to take up my time didn't take up my time at all because I decided not to watch it. Cool. I could have just spliced out that, but no. Okay. I suppose I've already got like this path sort of trailing over this way. So what I might as well do is something like this-ish. And then just like lead it into this. Honestly thinking of filling this up entirely. Or like gotta love using my grippers to just firmly grasp the edge of blocks to very disconcertingly look over the edges. Oh look, coal. Nice. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do with this. I am going to make some ladders. I think 3 is actually perfectly enough for that. Yeah, there's this. I can make it like a sign of do not enter. Yeah. Hold on, I need planks to do that. Sign. So do that. And then... Alright, I want to make this a little bit more like... Thing fucking terrified me. I'm actually gonna straight patch this in its entirety. So that I can level this and make the entrance to the other one not quite so awkward to climb. Of course, I still want this upper layer to be covered. And then, like, open structures, like, seemingly supporting it, but... Okay, in all reality, this section here entirely needs to be reorganized. You know, I used to play this game incredibly optimized. I'd speedrun just digging a hole in the ground and then just making as steady progress as possible without being super risky. The concept of building a house was non-existent in my mind. Okay, I want to make this sort of like leveled out like this. Kind of like go up one layer each block forward for like these ones. And then like have it drop to this. I hope my audio is actually recording properly for my mic. Alright, that's gonna go. I think I'm going to fill this in like this. I'm out of dirt. How am I out of dirt? Alright, I guess it's time to keep working on clearing out this space. I want there to be hundreds of blocks in each direction of just level ground. Because that'll give me space to do other things. Actually gonna like clear out some of this, level this out a bit, which means I need another ladder, or I can just do that. One thing I could do with this is do like ow. No. I'm gonna partially block that up. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna fill this in. And then I'm probably gonna sleep here, but I'm gonna make some trap doors. Yeah. Alright, this time I will have a valid reason of pausing. I'm gonna double check that my audio is working. Alright, my audio is actually working perfectly. Let's go. I know this game and the components it holds. Definitely. Well, if I unironically need to craft more, shovels, I'm also gonna do some bamboo over here. That wasn't a voice crack. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I would never. My voice would never. What the hell? Oh, that's just the dirt. Okay. Let's say I have a supply. Also going to go ahead and place that. Because it's unironically looking a little whack. Alright. Some more clear into this space. I want to do it a little bit more slope than this. I see why I haven't been doing it more slope than that. And it's gonna have broken a few of my torches, isn't it? It's a bloody miracle. You know, I completely forgot that this water cave, like, existed. Somehow. Right. Need more, dirt. And since I'm not done with leveling out the space, I can just... Yeah, this is the reason I want to actually fill this in. Hey, some of my sugarcane grew. I'm not going to cover the entire coastline with it, but I think I will be expanding it a little bit. Okay, maybe you should take it a little bit easier by widening the space that I have available to breathe. Or at least get out and breathe. I know how to play this game and not drown. Been salty about changes to the game before, but unironically, the aquatic update is not one of the ones I've been salty about. Swimming is unironically fun. At least it's a fun mechanic. I was tired of bobbing and just aimlessly not being able to do much regarding swimming. Has made doing stuff underwater a lot easier. And to think that the update's like 8 years old. How is that update actually? 2018? I was right. It's 8 years old. The aquatic update is 8 years old. I was just guesstimating. I didn't expect to be right. Yeah, I remember I was like a child, and I was messing around with the swimming update. I originally came across the fact that you could glitch yourself into a crawl state, like, organically. I discovered that all on my own. And so, of course, I was incredibly ecstatic when they just straight up added crawl state as a feature instead of labeling it as a bug. Man, I wish Mojang would continue doing that instead of removing really cool bugs, quote unquote, and calling it good development mindset. Anyways, gotta love going through a metric ton of copper shovels to terraform the area surrounding my starter base. Gotta love that patch of stone. Hold up. Gonna be nice when I can officially say I beat the Ender Dragon on Hypixel. Is that gonna be this episode? Hell no! But it's gonna be nice nonetheless. time, and like it's not like this is even something that most people would even struggle with. Like as long as you've got a rank on Hypixel, you can do this. And hell, you might even be able to do it without a rank. The only reason I'm doing it solo right now is because of the fact that I don't have friends. But yeah, up to 10 people at once can play, I'm pretty sure. Which is nice. It is going to take so much work to clear out this entire space. I might unironically just start having it slope up. So I don't have to clear out everything. What are those? Are those pigs? What do you mean? Huh? It's an abomination and deserves to die. Thank you for becoming my next food source. Did they drop more food? They dropped 2 apiece, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's, like, official rates. I could have just gotten mildly lucky. Hello, buddy. I thought there was sand, like, right here. I could have smelted into glass. I think the fences look good anyways. Might as well keep it like this. Actually just gonna have that be the extent of my sugarcane farm. Alright, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm going to, probably gonna end up building a mob farm, actually. I'm gonna smelt the iron, make buckets, use that to make a mob farm. And then I'm gonna look into the mechanics of curing, so that I can, cure a villager. Probably 2, actually. Difficulty is hard. Okay. I'm actually probably going to start encountering a good bit of stone here eventually. Alright, gonna go ahead and keep filling this in. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need more space here. Fill up this area as well. I do remember I was like freaking 10 or something. Like, I'd been playing Minecraft for a good bit up until this point, and then the combat update released? And I was like, ew, they're murdering my favorite game. This is disgusting. And that also brought with it the Elytra, the most fun movement tech in the game, and I just slept on it because of the fact that I boycotted the game for like 3 years. I think I only came back with Aquatic. I didn't come back with 1.12 for the colors. That wasn't much of a builder at that point. I mean, I'm not too much of one now, but I'm trying to improve in my capabilities of art, and building in Minecraft is an art. But, yeah. I ended up coming back with 1.13 with the aquatic update to explore the new movement mechanics. And then 1.14 revamped villager trading, so it wasn't hell to get the trades you wanted. I'm pretty sure that also introduced mending. I could be wrong, though. Mending might have been an earlier thing. Yeah, I've been pretty back into Minecraft ever since 1.13. The aquatic updates, and then village and pillage, and then we had what was 1.15? I'm pretty sure 1.15 was, because I'm pretty sure 1.15 was the Nether update, and then 16 and 17, 1.16 and 1.17 were Caves and Cliffs, I believe, or was it 17 and 18 that was Caves and Cliffs? I do not remember my updates anymore. I do at least remember that 1.13 was aquatic and 1.14 was village and pillage. Alright, that should be enough filling in. I'll do a little bit here. Alright, so there's that, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and this, ish, kinda. Don't really want there to be too many drops like that, but also at the same time, like, kind of inevitable, like Thanos. Alright, that shovel broke. Sun seems darker. I think the sun might be setting. I was not wrong. Alright, I'm gonna drop a bit of this while I'm at it. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm actually going to be collecting dirt from smoothing that out, actually, so probably not too big a deal. I don't really think I need much dirt for much anymore anyways. Unless I'm planning on filling up that entire cave system to make it traversable. Alright, time to finish expanding up this way. Alright, we're gonna do something like this. And we're just gonna have that be a sheer wall. Like this. And it's gonna start going up like so. Go like that. God, sneaking feels so bearably slow. When I get a beacon, I'm definitely doing speed. Actually, I might do regen. I'm a dummy and might not actually be able to stay alive well enough if I don't do regen. Alright, 98 torches so that that doesn't accidentally spawn. Yeah, I'm gonna cover most of this so I don't have the chance of accidentally falling in and taking a ton of fall damage. I'm eventually going to be going through and making this look a little bit neater and more detailed, but for now this is fine, especially since my goal is primarily just to cover this area a bit. Alright, new goal, just clear out land this way so that when I wake up I don't look at like a sheer dirt wall. Like, my end goal is still the same. I want to be able to claim that I've beaten the Ender Dragon on Hypixel Skyblock. Not Skyblock, just Hypixel. But at the same time, my ADHD exists, and this is kind of a common thing that I generally get up to whenever I do any sort of survival server. Either with friends or without. Though with friends, I generally get a lot of a lot of distractions from this sort of pattern, so I generally have a lot more instances in running survival with friends where I don't just turn the world into essentially a sewer flat. Which is kind of the goal of this, actually. I haven't actually done anything with the area down there, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop down into that cave. Did not want to do that. Did not want to do that. I'm gonna go down here. Start inspecting again. Was any of this iron? Nah, it's just coal and copper. How far down does iron even generate? Huh. Oh, is that an enchanted torso? What do you mean? Ow. Oh, that is a witch. Okay. I think I can actually go a little bit further with these platforms. Because as long as it's above 8, it should be fine. So I think I can go here and be fine. If I come back and there are mobs spawning on this platform, I know what I did wrong. Six? It's because of... There we go. I should be fine now. Alright, so currently this shouldn't be spawnable? Question mark. Anyways, I'm gonna do that and that. Create another platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, none of those spots there should be spawnable. I could be wrong, and I could be about to suffer as a result, but yeah, I got no more dirt in my inventory. Okay. I'm probably gonna eventually do this entire area over here and just add, like, I don't know, maybe like fences every once in a while or something that I can look through. So honestly, probably glass, just so I can see what's below me. And yeah, this also lets me get all these surface materials. Just in case that's spawnable. Ah, it's the middle of the night. Okay. My bare bones weapon is now equipped. Hello. There's no mobs, right? Thankfully there wasn't any in my house. Okay, it's time to light this up. Bam. I didn't want it to look ugly, but otherwise they would have probably been spawnable. So, that's a spider jockey. Yeah, we're good. Alright, I'm probably gonna call this here. I've got floating trees, a moderately terraformed area, a sheer dirt face. It's definitely the perfect time to dip. Hope you enjoyed. I guess. Okay, bye.